Okay, so I got the one question that not one atheist I've ever come across can answer.
Oh, fantastic. Well, lay it on me there, buddy. I am ready for any kind of challenge. Go ahead, give it to me.
Not one. Now, I know, atheists or evolutionaries, they think that we evolved from microorganisms that became plants, that became fish, that became a monkey, that became a human. I mean, this is just the retarded argument.
Okay, first of all, I don't know why you got to use the R word here. Mentally handicapped people are not dumb. I don't know. I don't like the connotation of that word, but regardless of that. So that is the basic evolutionary line of thought there, I guess you could say, as far as like coming from a creationist, which I do believe this guy is. I don't know what it means to be evolutionary in that way. We're evolutionists, as creationists like to claim us to be. Normally, though, we're just fucking scientifically literate people. That's how I like to describe us. But whatever the fuck. Yes, we all evolved from a single-celled organism. Well, all life evolved from a single-celled organism. I get the feeling though that this guy thinks that like Pokemon evolution is what most evolutionists think about the process, but that's not actually how it happens. This guy wouldn't even begin to try to understand what evolutionists mean.
It's like yeah, everything evolved to become something else, but yeah, it's still there. No. You're a moron if you think that.
I mean, we think that evolutionary branches branch. One population's not going to change in the same way that another population's going to change. So I don't know why he thinks that an entire population has to change. Not one population, but like why can't one particular animal have different groups that change in different ways, and therefore that's going to leave one group that doesn't change like another group? Like, it just seems like he doesn't understand the basic science behind evolution.
But, they can't seem to come to grips with this one question. The whole chicken or the egg theory? Well, let's just go back into reality for a second. The baby or the man? What came first, the baby or the man?
Oh, I'm so glad that we've gotten to the actual question this early in your video. It's less than a minute in. Great. So basically, in evolutionary theory, what you have is that a population of animals would continue to transform. The adult would give birth to baby versions of themselves, but they would be a little bit different, and so they would grow into adulthood, have kids of their own. It's a multi-generational thing. So which came first, the baby or the man? I think obviously the infant would come first, because you first have to be an infant in order to grow into a man. This seems like a fairly reasonable thing, but I feel like you're going to give us some dumb fuck reason as to why that's not the case.
If the baby came first, well, it's pretty amazing, because last time I checked, babies need to be taken care of.
Well, yes, babies do need to be, like, our babies need to be directly taken care of, but there are several animals out there that give birth and then the babies just survive naturally in the world. So, I mean, you're talking about it like there's just one way that babies are taken care of, like in the wild, and that's just not how it is.
The egg needs to be taken care of. The chicken has to be sitting on the egg. So, if that's the case, then the one thing that can't be denied is Genesis in the Bible, and that God created man. See, it doesn't say God created a baby. It doesn't say God created a kid. It says God created man, meaning man was already in his adulthood form. Isn't that crazy?
I agree. That is crazy to think. It also doesn't match what we find in nature. It violates all scientific laws that we know about and we formulated. It violates every single property of reality. So yeah, pretty fucking crazy.
That means you'd have to believe in miraculous things. You can't just be so oh, well, the world is so logical, and logicalness of the world means that stealing, it means this, and doing that means that, and,
Oh, God, I can't believe you were so specific about that shit. Could you please give us some more specificity other than this, that, the other, stealing, this means that? I don't know, plan your videos out or something like that. Also, it would help if you didn't do videos in a car.
You're just coming up with your own shit.
I mean, is that not what Christians do as well? Like, do Christians just not come up with their own shit? It kind of seems like that would be the case, considering all the different denominations out there.
The reality is, all morals are from the Bible. All right and wrong is from the Bible.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone might want to tell Hammurabi, because he had that whole code and law thing that pretty much, has a lot of the same shit that the Bible does. I mean, all of the morals that this guy could contribute to or attribute to the Bible would actually just be simple laws that any society would form in order for that society to function. So, no, they didn't all come from the Bible. That's just ridiculous. The Bible wasn't written until, like, what he knows of as the Bible didn't come into full text or whatnot until, what was it, the 2nd century or so? I mean, civilizations existed way before that, and there were several civilizations that existed other than the Israelites back in the BCE time era. It just doesn't make any kind of sense for you to say that it comes from the Bible.